All right, so the other day we were basically given 2 points and we were finding the slope. Today they're going to give us a table. It's like a short word problem, but the only thing I'm going to actually write down from it is the table, and we'll talk about how to find the slope from a table of values. So number 20 says the table shows the amount of time spent in an amusement park and the admission fee, the parking charges. What? I don't know. That's a weird sentence. Find the rate of change in the fee with respect to time spent at the park and interpret its meaning. So basically, we're looking at the fee with respect to time. And they've given us time in hours and admission fee in dollars. And the time for 5 and 6 hours. And it was $34.99 for each one. So, admission fee is going to be Y. And time is going to be X because we're looking at basically the price with respect to time. And so when we look at our slope, we're looking at Y with respect to X. That's how we would talk about slope. So I can choose any of the points that I want to use. So I can use 4 to 5, 5 to 6, 4 to 6. It doesn't matter. I'm going to do 4 to 6. So $34.99, so M equals $34.99 minus $34.99 over 6 hours minus 4 hours, so 6 minus 4. And what do I get when I do that?
0 over 2.
0 over 2, which is?
0 slope?
Yep, 0 slope. So what that tells me is the cost is the same no matter how long the person is at the park. So we don't get problems like this a whole lot where there's like a table, but I just want you to be familiar with like the general process of what that is if you happen to get one like that. The last problems in this section that I want us to look at are basically they give you the slope and they give you 2 points, but one of the points, either X or Y, is missing, and we're solving for X or Y. So, number 24, I've got the point X4 and the point 6, -1, and they tell me that the slope is 5 over 6. So I know that M equals Y2 minus Y1 over X2 minus X1. So I'm going to plug these numbers in, but now instead of me finding M, I'm given M, and I'm going to be finding X. So 5 over 6 equals Y2, so -1, minus Y1 is 4, over X2, which is 6, minus X1 is X, so that's what we're trying to find there. What is -1 minus 4?
Negative 5.
-5. So I'm just going to put a line through it and rewrite it that way so I don't have to do it again. Now, at this point, does this look like something we've solved before?
Maybe this. Yes.
Cross multiplication.
Cross multiplication. So I'm going to have 5 times 6 minus x equals 6 times -5, which is -30. And now I just have an equation with one variable, multi-step equation that I need to solve. I would divide by 5 here. So divide by 5 on both sides. What do I get on the right when I divide by 5?
6 minus 6. Oh, it's the negative 6.
-6.
Negative 6.
What? Are you telling me to subtract 6 from both sides?
He was answering
Okay. Subtract 6 from both sides. I get -x equals -12. Now what?
Divide by negative 1.
Divide by -1, so x equals
Positive, or negative 12. Oh.
positive.
Yeah.
So x equals 12. And if you wanted to plug this back in just to check it, you could. Okay, I had 5/6 equals -5 over 6 minus 12. So 6 minus 12 is
Negative 6.
-6. So I have -5 over -6, which is
Positive.
+5/6, which equaled the other side. So that's just a way that you can go back and check it. I do not require you to go back and check it, but you can if you want to.
Couldn't the x also be 0? Then 6 minus 0 is 0. Give me 6.
No, because you have a -5 on top.
Makes sense.
26. The points 8, 1, and x 7, and m is -1/2. So I've got -1/2 equals 7 minus 1 over x minus 8. 7 minus 1 is 6. So I can cross multiply now. So I get -1 times x minus 8 equals 12. Divide by -1, x minus 8 equals -12. Add 8, x equals what?
Negative 4.
-4. Let's see what happens if we have something or we don't have y. 28. -9 y and 0 -3, and our slope is -7/9. So this time I'm solving for y. So I have -7/9 equals -3 minus y over 0 minus a negative, which is going to be +9. So that ends up just being 9 there. I'm still going to cross multiply just like I did before. 9 times -7 is
Negative 63.
so -63 equals 9 times -3 minus y. What should I do now?
Divide by 9.
Divide by 9, and what do I get when I do that?
7.
Three.
Negative 7.
Negative 7 equals negative 3 minus y. Now what?
Add 3.
Add 3, so I get negative 4 equals negative y. Am I done?
No, you have to divide by -1.
Divide by negative 1, so I get 4 equals y. I'm going to do one more. 30, 9, 3, and negative 6 and 7y. So like this point is negative 6 and then 7y. And then m equals 3. So this one we have 3 equals 7y minus 3 over negative 6 minus 9. What's different about this one compared to the other problems that we have? There's, well, 2 things that I see.
It's not a fraction.
M isn't a fraction, and what else?
It,
The variable is with a number.
Yep, the variable's attached to a number. So when I do this, I don't need to cross multiply, I just need to multiply. Negative 6 minus 9 is negative 15. So since this is on the bottom, I need to multiply both sides by negative 15 to get rid of it. So 3 times negative 15 is
negative 40.
negative 45 equals 7y minus 3. Okay, so I multiplied by negative 15 on both sides, just so that everyone can see that. Now what do I need to do?
Subtract. Add 3.
Add 3. What do I get when I do that?
negative 42 equals 7y.
Yep. And then what?
Divide by 7.
Which gives me
Negative 6.
Yep. negative 6. All right, any questions about those? All right, problems then are 19, 25, 27, and 29. Okay, not that many. Now, I'm going to say something. This is homework for tonight. You do not have my class tomorrow because you're going on a field trip. If you don't want to have homework tomorrow, then I would suggest you do this tonight. This is homework for tonight, due tomorrow. If you don't put it in the box tomorrow, it won't be late. But if it's not in the box by the start of class on Thursday, it will be late. Okay? Do we understand?
Yes.
Okay.